happened, but hype. All right, we're getting into it. Dr. Umarth actually probably nails maybe his best tag. PR Pressure was also really good. I think it was one of the two. And Bbatts, recently ranked top something in the world. Hold on, let me pull up chat real quick. All right. Now, notably, Nelson actually going Marth and trying. If you know him, he has been on his I'm low-key retired arc, but you know. Oh, what's up? Yo, Normality, what's up? What's up, Jay?
Hello.
Hello.
My head is like tethered to my butt because of this.
All right. How's it going?
I'm good. How are you?
I'm having a great time. Having a good night.
Looking forward to Jenny?
I'm looking super forward to Jenny. It's going to be super sick. I think I actually fly in early enough to make it to the Guild House pre-local.
Ooh,
maybe not to enter, but at least to go like play, which sounds really fun. And there's the first Stitch. I don't know what Billy just said to Nels, but I wish I could have heard it.
And he said yes and fuck, I believe.
Well, no, that was Django. I wanted to know what Bbatts said. Also, Django is yelling not on Black History Month. Real. This is kind of fucked up if you think about it. Oh.
Django was filling me in earlier, but I'm not familiar with the reference.
Okay, I'm not going to lie to you. I've not paid attention to this game at all for the past 2 minutes. So now that I'm looking at this, all right, never mind. I was going to say Nels is doing pretty good, but now he's down 2 sets to 1.
Nels doesn't have to go for a mix-up there, but
he can just like spam the same thing over and over again, and Peach can't do anything about it.
He can like fall with Peach. So like Peach's fastest fall speed is still really slow.
That makes sense.
So you can put yourself in positions where you're falling. She like has to fall into you or like an up air.
So you just kind of get to the spacing you want and then fall alongside her so that when she gets low enough, you just up air her anyways?
You want to like, get under her at a certain distance, and so she has to like do a mix-up or you double jump up air her.
I see. Okay. You just force the mix-up and just kind of follow her down. That makes sense.
It's like you can't. It's like should be completely like sealed and locked. Now it is usually not like that in practice, but
I mean that makes sense.
You
that's
make
like
it hard.
That's most Marth matchups in every matchup, right?
Yeah.
It's like, well, in theory, I just have a big sword and I outrange the stubby little character, and they die to my sword. But then suddenly Yoshi's alive at 200, and you're like, what?
I love
suddenly Peach isn't dying until 145 to like an up tilt or something, and you're like, what?
You know, back in the day, the only like other fighter that I like really resonated with me was the Soul Calibur series. And I feel like that's because that's a game. I don't know. There's like people
that
have
was
weapons.
sick. What? Sorry, you were saying?
Nice. Cool. Gets a kill. I feel like Soul Calibur's made sense to me because people had weapons, and there's a lot of fighters where people like
it also
like
has ring outs, right? I mean, you can just ring people out. Yeah, no, you raise a good point. I mean, in a normal fighting game that has weapons, the swords are like often hurt boxes. Like in Guilty Gear Strive, like Axel's chain is a hurt box. You can 2P that shit. Or 2K it or something, I don't know. But you can't do that to Marth. That shit is disjointed as fuck. You're not touching him. So it's interesting that the ways they balance the platform fighters versus the traditional fighters.
Rates. I have a feeling Yokai is or Nels is having trouble looking at the screen.
I feel like he's just been trying to read a lot of things. And by read, I mean just kind of ripping F smashes in spots that like might work out.
Yeah.
I feel like the reads aren't, they don't, to me at least, who has not been paying that close attention, they don't seem that, like he's really trying to call out something very actively. It seems kind of more like he's like, yeah, you're like in this situation, you might press a button in the scramble and this will hit you.
Ooh.
That was tough.
That is a tough way to end it.
I feel like Bbatts just kind of played very